Hello, it's Edwina from My Craft Orchard. How are you? I thought I'd give you a quick update on how my nano prep's going. So, I'll move that one. We'll have a look at these first, and as you can see, I've got two of the same. This Happy Planner cover just spoke to me in terms of my writing and that, so that's why I bought two of them. They were on sale and all of that sort of stuff. And so I keep the one with the 3 months actually in my planner, and then I've got my novel notes as like a series novel Bible here. So I'll have a look. We'll have a look at that in a moment. So let me just show you what I've done in here. So I've printed off some quotes from Heart Breathing's handout that they do for Preptober. So I've used some of her quotes for that, and I've gone through and I've used the 101 Nano Prep. It's a 6-week course to sort of decide what I need to look at this month. Again, we're gonna have a chat about that in a minute. So in the back of there, then I've put some of the sheets from Heart Breathings, and I've gone to my month, and I've in pencil, I don't know if you can see this on camera, I've just penciled out sort of half days of when I definitely know I will not be writing at all. Another quote, and that really so far in the organisation of and another one, what I'm doing is what I've put in my planner so far. I need to do trackers, and I need to do all sorts of things, but what I'm going to use first is the Heart Breathing's Preptober workbook. Now Heart Breathing, Sarah Cannon at Heart Breathings, I follow her, I love what she does, and every nano she does a prep book, and every Preptober she does a prep book, and every nano she actually participates. I'll link all of her details below, but to get the workbook you have to be subscribed to her newsletter. So I got it free, and it's all free, so it's great. So what I've actually done is I've only printed the pages that I'm going to use. There's all sorts of different ones. There's meal planners as well as the month, which actually starts on a Sunday. I prefer Monday, and because I'm putting it in my Happy Planner anyway, I don't really need the planner bit, and I don't really need the meal planners and all that sort of stuff. But what I have printed out is the checklist, you know, and this is like prepping your plan, prepping your tools, prepping your crew, your novel, your space, and it goes through and gives you lots of ideas of the sort of things that you might want or need or that. So I'm going to work my way through that checklist. I've then got a tracker for rewards, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000. Now, I don't intend to write 50,000. I know that's what Nano's all about, but I only managed 10 last Nano. So I want to double that, even go up to 30. I don't think I'm going to make the 50, not with the time I've got. Then there's a sheet that I printed out about the actual novel itself, so the title, where it is, some characters and that sort of thing. I don't know if I'm going to use that, but I thought I'll print it out anyway. Possible scenes, now I will probably use that. And then emergency motivation, I quite like that. And she also does things like a racetrack where you can mark off the how many words you've written as a tracker and all those sort of things. But like I say, I'm not using those. I've just printed out the ones I'm going to use. So that's what I've got in my planner. In here, and the reason this is on there is purely because it's stuffed. Look, it's there's lots and lots of loose papers. So what I've been doing as I've gone through and thinking about my novel, I've been collecting things like pictures and inspiring things that might be in my novel and that sort of thing. I've got notes, lots and lots and lots of notes, a whole booklet of notes, which I still haven't got to. But what I have done, let's just move those out, is the dividers. So obviously there was 12 in here because it was a 12-month planner. I've actually used like restickable, they're like Avery tabs. These aren't Avery, but they're like Avery tabs, just to cover the January up. And then I've put different things on. So I've got a record, so I want to record when I'm writing and that sort of thing. That was the idea, the record of the book, notes, plotting, questions, so any questions I've got about anything, notes about the world, the academy, the guild parts. Those are parts of my novel, characters, and then I've got book 2, 3 and 4. So if I've got any notes, because it's actually going to be a series of 4 books is what I'm planning, and I've got ideas and things for those 4 books which trickle back into the first book already. So I thought I'd just have a location for those notes there, and then there's a spare one for spare paper and that sort of thing. Now I'm not going to show you what's in here, but purely because there isn't a lot in here, and also super spoilers, if that makes sense. I don't want, you know, about if I'm honest, I'm a bit precious about my actual novel and what's in it and that sort of thing at the moment. I think because it's not fully formed, my ideas and that sort of thing, there really is only one person who knows about that, and that's my sister, if I'm honest, because we talk about it. But yeah, so that's what's in there. So that's going to be like, it's my novel notebook, and you're probably saying, well, that's not very big, how are you going to get the novel in there? Well, this is just the notes, this is the character sheets, the plotting boards, all of those sort of things. I've also printed out 7-point plotting, and I've also printed out the 27 chapter boards, so when I come to plotting I've got those as well. Let's just drop them back behind there. So the other things I'm going to use are these. So these are out of the works here in the UK, and these are brilliant. So they're plastic covers on a ring, on a spiral band, but they are actually they're like Polly Pockets, but on a ring. I just love these, and that's why I've got 2. So the first one is, I sort of set it up as a plotting and learn how to write a novel book, because I'm learning. I'm a newbie writer. I have no idea what I'm doing, if I'm honest. So I've got 27 chapters there, notes about arcs and story and that sort of thing. The plot embryo, which is by Rachel Stevens. Again, I can link her below, because when I first started looking at plotting, this really spoke to me. And again, I mean, I've had a go at making notes and things, and I'm not sure. The truth is, where plotting's concerned, I don't think I want to plot. I just need to plot the main points. There's a really good video that I was recommended by another YouTuber. I'll link it below. I cannot remember who it's by, but she looks at the 4 main types of writer. So you've got your pantsers and you've got your plotters and those sort of things, and she breaks it down to 4. And I am a methodical pantser. And so what I've then done, she's then done 4 videos on the 4 types of plotter for you to watch and have ideas. And what she suggested for my methodical plotter was I have a look at the 27 chapters, which I'd already cottoned onto, and that's also why I printed out this 7 plotting point system as well. And I can't remember who did that, but again, I will link it below. So I thought I might have a go at those where plotting's concerned. I am going to make a video on how I get on with my plotting. So we'll see. So then this one is actually where the 10,000 words that I wrote last Nano, plus lots of notes. So I've collected pictures and all sorts of things. And then these I was using as almost like they're plotting boards with the post-it notes on. I can show you that one. So that one's like Act 3, and then the 27 points, and I was going to use that as plotting boards, because I don't have anywhere on my wall. A lot of people have somewhere on the wall, or they use a big board or something. I don't have anything like that, so I'm just trying to find a way with what I can. And then I've got some pictures, the actual novel and that I wrote, that was what I typed out, and there's some notes and things. Once again, all of these notes, all of this plotting boards, all of this, just I need to sort out this month if I'm actually going to write anything, if I'm honest. But again, that's another one of those flip books, which is great. I really like those for holding your A4 pages and that sort of thing. The other thing, and hopefully the light's not on this, that I would totally, oh, spare paper, that's always useful. The other thing I would totally recommend you do is go to the Nano website, and they've got this 6-week workshop, and you can actually download it onto your calendar, onto your Google Calendar, so you know which week is which. And what I did was I took the 6 weeks and I've put them into 4 weeks, because obviously I'm 2 weeks behind. And so there's develop your story idea, characters, your plot, your world, and then organising your life and goals, and then the final summary and managing your time. So I've sort of taken those 6, redid them, because I want to look at managing my time and that sort of thing before I go into plot and character and things like that. And it's great. I printed this off last year actually, so it's the same one, but I actually did it last year. And there's things like a character questionnaire for you to work through, which is obviously where I got to. Plotting details, this is where I found out about the 27 chapters, because they actually do recommend it in here, as well as Save the Cat. Everyone's heard of Save the Cat. And that sort of thing. There it is, Catastics 27 blocks. So this is where I first heard it, and went and found out some more details. And it's great. I definitely would recommend this workbook, which is free. I would definitely recommend Heart Breathing's workbook, which again is free. And the other one, lady I've been following who's got one out is Natalia Leigh, and I quite like the way she presents and explains things. Now she's come from an editor point of view, she's an editor, so she has a workbook, but you do have to pay for it, but it is donation. So if you only want to give her a couple of dollars, pounds, you can do, or if you want to spend a lot of money on it, you can. It's up to you. Again, I will link it all below. So this is where I'm at actually. So I've got planner all sort of set out. I know what I'm supposed to be doing each week. I've got my novel notebook ready to start. I was going to say start playing with, but you know, I'm supposed to be serious about this, aren't we? It's a serious business writing. Mind you, you have to have fun with some things. And I've got plotting information, and I think what I need to do is spend just a really good couple of hours just sorting through all my notes, all of the information, and just trying to work out what I need to do and where I'm going wrong and all of those sort of things. Isn't that what Preptober is all about though? Getting organised. Okay. I am got a couple more videos for Preptober that I'm going to do. Obviously I'll have a look at plotting and what I feel is working for me at the moment. I'll put all the links down below for anything I've mentioned in this video. One of the other videos I am going to make is how I plan on managing my time as somebody who runs 2 businesses, is a mom, and I'm trying to write a novel. Anybody who's been watching me for a while will know writing is the last thing that is on my list of to-dos. So me making that commitment for 2 months for Preptober and for NaNoWriMo This is a really big deal. This is taking, I'm going to have to sacrifice stuff for me to be able to do this. So I am going to make a video on how I intend to do that and hopefully give you some tips. Comment down below if you are using the same system. Are you using heart breathings? Are you using the Nano prep book? Have you signed up for Nano? Anything, let me know. Talk to me, you know, let me know I'm sort of not here on my own trying to write. And I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.